Hey everybody, my name's Chris. Welcome to Casual Fragrances. Hope you're having a great day. I'm here with my good friend Steven from Red Lessons.
How's it going?
So I'm gonna leave his channel down below. If you want to learn about any type of designer, niche, or indie fragrances, he covers a lot. He's a teacher as well, if you don't know. So he'll break down the fragrance from like top to bottom. And if you really want to learn about fragrances, this is really a great channel to start learning about fragrances. If you don't have the money to buy expensive fragrances, you want to learn about clones and alternatives to expensive fragrances, definitely check his channel. I'll leave a link down below.
Thank you.
Definitely subscribe to it. You'll learn a lot. I learned a lot myself.
Appreciate that.
No problem. So today we're talking about a fragrance from my favorite house. I know you guys are probably talking about Dior, but I love Dior as a brand. This isn't a sponsored video, relax. I just love the Dior house. Met my fiance Kelly wearing Dior Sauvage, so it means a lot more to me than most people. But we're not talking about Dior Sauvage today, so don't worry about it. Talking about the Privé line. This fragrance is Tobacco Color. So this is amazing fragrance. I'm going to tell you right from the door. Me and Steven talked about this fragrance about a year ago or two when it came out in 2021, if I'm correct.
That's right.
So I'm going to go over notes real quick. I'll post on the screen while I'm talking. So we have tobacco, tobacco leaf, honey, smoky, plum, white tobacco, amber, peach, and citruses. This fragrance, they do have two sizes now. So if you don't want it to break the bank, they have a $125 bottle. It's a 40 ml bottle, which is pretty nice. A little bit cheaper, not really cheap, but then they have the big size, 125 ml. It's going to run you $310. So keep in mind, they upped the price a little bit, but this is a nice deal for $125. A 40 ml bottle is enough juice for people that have a lot of fragrances. I sprayed a test strip, meaning both. I really like this one. The tobacco's nice. It's very heavy fragrance. You don't need many sprays. One, maybe two. You should empty this bottle out very fast. I feel like it's well blended with the tobacco. There's some peach. There's some fruitiness in it. I feel like a man or woman could wear this fragrance.
It's perfectly unisex as well. I know we've shared our thoughts on this one before, and for the most part, my opinion hasn't really changed. It's an amazing fragrance. I think Christian Dior did a knockout job with this one. The tobacco, the honey is really noticeable. So there's enough of that sweetness in there that kind of puts it along the same lines as like a Fève Délicieuse, but a sweetness done differently. So if you know the potential that a lot of Dior fragrances have in terms of how sweet they can be, I feel like this one is really, really well done. And of course, the tobacco that's in here, there's white tobacco and tobacco leaf. So it's going to give you something different from other tobacco fragrances currently on the market.
I really like this one a lot. I had bought a sample when it came out from somebody in the fragrance group, so I really do appreciate that. And I tried it out, and I loved off the first smell. It was a heavy fragrance. I told Steven off camera, I was like, it's a sample. I'll be here. I did 5 sprays and driving to work. It filled up my car. I had to wind the windows down. So in mind, people, try 1 or 2 sprays. You buy a fragrance sample. Don't go heavy on the sprays. I regret doing that.
I've definitely learned my mistake with a few other fragrances too. And you don't know at first, right? It's kind of deceptive, and then you actually put it on, you're like, oh, 5 sprays was a little too much for this one, yeah.
I was smelling good, but, you know, I knew it was too much to be in the car by myself going to work.
That's right.
At the end of the day, it's a beautiful scent. This is one where performance is amazing. There's literally, you're going to get, I would say, between 2 to maybe 3 hours of heavy projection. I'm talking one that's it's a full arm's length. People are going to notice you in this fragrance when you walk by them. They may not say nothing to you because, you know, people sometimes don't want to give people compliments. They're going to know you're wearing a fragrance. There's hands down, that fragrance is going to be the loudest thing in that room you enter.
Yeah. And in terms of like how long each ingredient lasts, I feel like it's very linear. There isn't any citrus, well, a little bit, but it's not a dominant factor in this fragrance. So I feel like right from the initial spray, you're going to get straight to that ambery, honey, tobacco, peach kind of a vibe. And that seems to linger for a long, long time. And so the performance that Chris is mentioning, I get the same performance, but it's pretty consistent, right? So you're not going to get much of an evolution in the scent.
Yeah, you're gonna get 8 hours on your skin. Now it might go 9 or 10, but I usually kind of say in my videos at 8 hour mark, I'm good. I can take a shower, relax.
Yeah.
I don't need 10 hours. I know people love 10 hours. It probably will get you 10 hours, but you're getting 8 hours. You're getting through a work day or running errands. You're good to go. I mean, projection's good, longevity's good. I want to say for season occasions, this one's gonna be a little tough. I want to say like it's more fall and winter, maybe slightly early spring if you want to pull it off, but summer to me would be a no-go. It's too heavy and too thick, but if you feel like you can wear it, by all means, you're buying the fragrance where I just want to be concerned for other people around me. It's a heavy It's a heavy scent.
And Christian Dior has a lot of great summery fragrances. Maybe not necessarily in the Maison Privé line or the Maison Dior line, excuse me, but they do have Dior Homme Sport, Dior Homme Cologne. So they do have a lot of fresh contenders. So this is definitely one for the fall and winter.
Oh yeah, I there's really nothing negative I can say about this fragrance. This is one where if you can afford it, that's great. They do have other fragrances that are kind of slimmer. We were talking off camera, like Man Made 1821.
Oh yeah,
which is a nice fragrance, very easy to wear as well. Close to it, not the same, but it's like if you can't afford $125, there's other alternatives.
For sure.
But I mean, when you smell this, you're gonna realize the quality, the performance, how good it is. Where you're wearing a great fragrance. And I'm not trying to hype up Dior brand. Relax. You guys know I love Dior, but it's an amazing scent. You should definitely try. If you want a nice fragrance for the fall and winter, and you don't want to respray it, it's a good fragrance. At the end of the day, my rating for it, I'm going to give it, I think in my first person, I gave it an 8. I'm going to stick with the 8. It's amazing, and Kelly likes it as well. So it's always a plus when your significant other likes it. And you should definitely try to go to a Dior boutique and spray it on your skin, or try to go online. I'll leave links down below if I can find any places to buy samples and test it out. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a safe blind buy unless you like these types of notes. But if you're new to fragrances, I think you should sample it first.
If I had to give it a score, I would probably also give it an 8 out of 10. I do think it's one of the better fragrances that Dior has put out. Actually, one of their best, to be honest. I do love a lot of Dior's. I love Bois d'Argent. I love Eau Noir. I love Fève Délicieuse. There's a lot of wonderful, wonderful Dior fragrances. And so if I'm ranking it against those, some of those would get a 9 or a 10. So I would have to give this one like an 8 or an 8.5. It's a really, really good fragrance.
Oh, wow. And that's in the list of those fragrances. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. This is my first time hearing him say that. So, it's
a great one. There. I approve.
Well, thank you guys for watching another fragrance video. I appreciate it. Thank you, Steve, for being another video.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I'm going to leave his channel down below. Definitely go there. And he has a lot of Dior fragrances on his channel as well. So definitely go to his channel, and you enjoy the content. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel, because I'm subscribed as well, and I learn a lot from his channel as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you guys for watching. Be safe, and we'll catch another video. Peace.
Bye.